Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. This is going to be my top 5 horror recommendations for the month of March. Now, you guys know how I do this. I give you 2 honorable recommendations, and then I do my top 5, and I usually talk about a movie from a different genre. This week, I'm going to dedicate the different genre to crime drama movies. A guy I know off of course, YouTube that picks up a lot of films. He loves mob movies, action flicks, crime movies, stuff like that. And even though we have different taste in films, I still love those movies too. So I figured I would talk about one this week that I really enjoyed, that he might enjoy as well. And that is Live Like a Cop, Die Like a Man. Now, this is from the late great Rogero Deodato. And this is kind of like a buddy cop movie before buddy cop movies were really the thing, I guess. And of course, this is Italian, so you're going to have to read subtitles. So if that's not your thing, I completely get it. But this is a really, really good buddy cop action flick from a great director. So yeah, that is Live Like a Cop, Die Like a Man. Really awesome. All right, and check out crime drama movies. Really good guy. All right, let's get into my honorable recommendations. My first honorable recommendation, and this should tell you um, how many good movies I saw this month because this probably should be in my top 5, but it's not. And that is The Abominable Snowman of the Himalayas. This is a Hammer movie that I had never seen before with Peter Cushing, and I absolutely loved it. A lot of fun. It's in black and white, but it's still a lot of fun. Some people don't like black and white films. I do. Hammer made some really great ones, and this happens to be one of them. My other honorable recommendation took a second watch for me to, and it was in the same month. I don't think I was in the mood for it the first time, but I actually really enjoyed it the second time, and that is Hanukkah. Now, this has had a notorious past, of course. Um, when this originally came out, the Blu rays had a manufacturing defect, and I think it took a while to get um, the problem straightened out, if it ever did. So, yeah, I went with the DVD, of course, because of that reason. And the second time I watched it, I was more in the mood for a slasher movie, and I did really enjoy this. I'll probably be doing a review on this for my 12 Days of Christmas, even though it's Hanukkah, it kind of does fit. And very awesome performance from Sid Haig, his last performance. Very sad to see how frail he looked, but ever the consummate professional, he was great in this. So yeah, that's Hanukkah. All right, let's get to my top 5. Now, I did watch 67 movies. I did forget to tell you guys that. So it was a little down from normal. And the one movie that I watched that I do not own is Scream 6 in the theaters. My first Scream movie in the theaters. Hopefully not the last, and I absolutely loved it. All right, coming up at number 5 is another Hammer movie, Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. This movie is very much ahead of its time, especially with today's climate. I really enjoyed it, had a blast with it. Definitely worth a watch. I remember originally hearing about this from Sean Hershen. He got it when it first came out because he's a big Hammer fan like I am. And yeah, good movie. Really good movie. Very pretty actress that plays Sister Hyde. So yeah. All right. Coming up at number 4 is another movie actually recommended to me by Sean Hershen a long time ago. And that's Fascination from Gene Roland. This movie is really good. Um, I don't want to say a whole lot about it because it really surprised me. I wasn't sure what this was even about, but Really, really good movie from Gene Roland. Yeah. Okay. Coming up at number 3, movie that I had not seen, and yes, definitely late to the party with Old Boy, but boy was it good. I actually watched it twice. It was so good. Don't really know what else to say about this. I'm actually looking forward to checking out the American version of it because I have that too, just to see what the differences are. But wow, amazing movie. Amazing movie. And I think this is actually getting kind of hard to find now. But whew, heartbreaking. Heartbreaking film. Has an ending that is just wow. Okay, wasn't really sure how to do this. So my number 2 and my number 1 have already flip-flopped maybe 4 or 5 times. So I'm just going to call it a tie. It's just easier for me that way. My number 1 is a tie. So first we have The Iron Rose. Um, this movie is just awesome. I know a lot of people think it's slow and uneventful, but to me, it's almost perfect. I love this film. Special thank you to the Horror Man for recommending it. And the atmosphere in this movie is just incredible. So is the setting. It's just brilliant. And that's The Iron Rose. Now, what it's tied with is probably one of my favorite slasher movies in a while. And that is Benny Loves You. This movie is awesome. I don't know how else to kind of put it. I'm probably going to be doing a review for it on Body Bags, maybe on my channel eventually, but I've already watched it twice. Um, it's a really good film. A lot of people, after I watched it, I was just like, this is just amazing. It's so cool. It even speaks to me in the way that it has a guy in the film who is a Prince fan, and I've always been a Prince fan. And I was like, it's kind of making fun of me in a way too. And I think I just had a blast with this movie. It's just so good. Yeah, very mean spirited, but very good. So yeah, that's Benny Loves You. So my tie for first place, which is my 1 and 2, since they flip flop so much, is The Iron Rose and Benny Loves You. The Iron Rose would probably get it as far as watchability, but I do like this film a little bit better. And for me, that's a tie. So yeah. Just recapping, The Iron Rose, Benny Loves You, Old Boy at number 3, Fascination at number 4, Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde at number 5, and my 2 honorable mentions are Hanukkah and The Abominable Snowman of the Himalayas. And just the one I just decided to talk about is Live Like a Cop, Die Like a Man. Hanukkah is not going to be for everyone. It is low budget, and you kind of have to take that into consideration when you watch it, but I really enjoyed it upon my second watch. Like I said, I don't think I was in the mood for it when I first started watching it. So, there's my top 5. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.